Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's makeup look is going to be the look that I'm wearing right now. It is a very fall inspired glam sort of look. I hope you really like this look. I love the way it turned out. I'm definitely gonna be rocking it this fall, like without a doubt. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Just keep watching if you want to see how I get it, and thanks for watching.
Alright, so we're starting off with foundation today because I already primed my face with the Nivea Men's Aftershave Balm, and I'm just using the Too Faced foundation, the Born This Way foundation, and I'm just going to blend that in with my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. And then I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and this stuff is amazing. I'm just going to put that in under my eyes in that triangle shape, down my nose, cupid's bow, chin, and then on my forehead a little bit, just to highlight. And then I'm going to blend that in with my beauty sponge. It's just like a dupe for a beauty blender. It actually works really well. I mentioned it in my August favorites video, so go check that out. And this is my YourMinerals Sweden. I'll have it listed down below. It's just like a transparent setting powder, and I'm just going to set everywhere where I put that concealer and also on my eyelid a little bit. That way it doesn't crease before I put on any eyeshadow. So I'm just going to blend that out with a tapered highlighting brush from Sigma. And I do put it pretty much all over my forehead because I didn't want my foundation to slip into my fine lines. So we're going to go in with the Kat Von D eyeshadow palette, and I'm just using the light brown in the palette, the like lightest brown shade there is, just to kind of set everything and give myself a little bit of crease definition. We're really going to be layering colors in this look so nothing looks too harsh. And then I'm going to go in with this shade from Morphe, which is called Deep Skin. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put this in my crease, and it's going to act as a transition shade. So I'm just putting that on my crease with a big fluffy brush, just back and forth windshield wiper motions, and blend that out really good. Then after that, after I have it all blended out, I am going in, I believe I go back into the Kat Von D palette, and I take, after I look and make sure it's even, I go back into the Kat Von D palette and I take this dark brown color, and I pretty much do the same exact thing. I'm just layering colors, and I'm putting it right into the crease and then bringing it on the outer corner just a little bit, and then blending it out really well. And don't go too high with this shade because you still want to be able to see the light brown that we put there to give sort of like a gradient effect. So, but still right in the crease, same way as we did before, windshield wiper motions, and then pulling it out on the outer corner just a little bit. And I'm just using a different fluffy brush for this. And after we've blended that out really well, we're going to go in with the Kat Von D palette again. And we're going to use the darkest, or the black shade in the palette, and this is such an intensely pigmented black. You have to be very careful and work with a very light hand and work with very small portions of this eyeshadow. You don't want to just cake it on. So we're going to put this right on the outer corner and start blending away using very light-handed motions with this, and I'm basically just putting this on the outer corner and then blending it into the crease just a little bit, but I'm not going to bring it onto the lid because we're going to put another color there, and it's a lighter color, and so we don't want to put anything dark under it. Otherwise the lighter color won't stand out as much. So I'm going to go into the inner corner as well and make sure that's covered, and then kind of connect it to the crease color, and see how I'm leaving like a space in the middle. That's exactly what we want to do. It looks really silly right now, but I promise when we put that color in the middle of the lid, it'll all come together. So I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye. Again, really light hand. It can be super hard to work with a black color, especially a matte black, but I promise if you just blend, and use a light hand and not too much product, it'll turn out perfect. And I'm just going to keep blending, keep moving my brush. You don't want to pack anything on too much with this look. So I'm just going to keep blending everywhere I put that black, just blend it away. And take your time with this. Don't get frustrated because it's super easy to get frustrated working with black because it is such a hard color to blend out. But I promise if you keep blending, it could take you 10 minutes. Just keep blending and it'll turn out the way you want it to. So now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze, and I'm just taking it on like a flat definer brush, and I'm just going to pack that on to the empty space we left in the middle of the lid. And I am going to try to connect it to that black, that way we don't leave like a gap. But for the most part, just right in the middle of the lid, because that's what we want to stand out the most. Just do the same thing to the other side. And then after I pack that all on, I'm going to go in with that same deep skin color with a fluffy brush and just kind of blend everything out, make sure there's no harsh lines, make sure everything is nice and like faded, and just make sure everything's sort of cleaned up. Because like I said, it can be really hard to get, it's easy to get harsh lines and it can be hard to blend them away, so we just want to blend after every step. And I'm just going to go in and tap in a little bit more of that Bad to the Bronze, just because we did blend a little bit of it away, and then I think one of my eyes ended up lighter than the other one, so I just went back in with some black and darkened up the outer corner on that eye. Next thing I'm going to do is take this like flat brush, and I'm going to take some of that black, and I got out of the frame for this and I'm sorry, but all I'm doing is packing it onto my waterline. Here you can see it a little bit better, and I'm just going to pack that onto my waterline, and I'm not going to go all the way into my inner corner just because I have such small eyes as it is. I typically don't even like doing anything on my bottom, my like lower lash line. But I'm just going to blend it out with some of that brown to lighten it up a little bit, and then just not go all the way in to the inner corner of my eye. And so I'm just blending it out with that Morphe Deep Skin color, that light brown color, and then I got out of the frame again for this, but all I'm doing is just putting some black eyeliner on my waterline just to make everything kind of pull in together. And that's it for the eyes. So I'm going to go in with some bronzer. This is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, my favorite bronzer at the moment, and I'm just going to contour a little bit on my temples, on my chin, just bronze up the face a little bit so I'm not as pale. And then for my blush, I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. blush in Peachy Keen. I like this because it's really light and it just gives a little bit of wash of color, and we don't want anything too crazy since we already have like a dark vampy eye going on, and we're also going to have some dark lips too. So this is Champagne Pop from Becca Cosmetics, and I'm just going to highlight with this, you know, chin, cupid's bow, a little bit on the nose. And then for my mascara, I'm just using the Loreal Double Extend mascara, and I know it looks strange because it's white, but I promise you go in after that with the black side. And then for my lips, I'm using the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lipstick in Tulle, whatever, however we want to say it, but that's the color I used. And then I'm just finishing everything off with my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. This is the oil control one, and that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.